curious, you mentioned that we have cooked our food for a small amount of time. How much time have we been cooking it?
The anthropologists that review this kind of information can only guess based on fossil records, findings. We don't know. What we do know is that up until very recently, there wasn't a lot of fuel available for everyone to cook food all the time, very conveniently. When we look, for instance, in the Middle East, recent history has taught us that most people in the Middle East actually do just fine living in caves. They don't have wood available to build houses. They don't have wood available to make fires. They don't have a lot of cooking facilities, easily a lot of fuel available. Many parts of the world, this is part of the issue. If we can look back to golden age of man 2,500 years ago in Greece, we realize that the philosophers, the religious people, and the common man as well ate predominantly what was right there, which was fruits and vegetables. And there wasn't much to cook until the invention of machinery to raise massive amounts of grain. The little bits of grain there was done behind a plow and a horse, and you didn't eat grain in the same quantity that we tend to today. Historians suggest that 5,000 years ago, some people were cooking some of their food, but not all people cooking all of their food, as we very often see close to that reality today. 10,000 years ago, it's estimated that almost no one on planet Earth was cooking food. But there's no written records that we know of that go back more than 7,000 years. According to the anthropologists, it's hard to know, but they're guessing that somewhere between 10,000, and this is where it starts to become a leap. Somewhere between 10,000 and 50,000 years ago, nobody was cooking food. They also guess that we've been here 10 million years. But they don't know whether it's 20 million or 50 million or more or less, because when the population of humans was low, the number of fossils left behind were really small. Not every bone that's ever been here is still around. Animals eat those bones. If we do the math of 10,000 years, 10 million years, it comes to 1/10 of 1%. In that case, for 1/10 of 1% of the total time humans have been on Earth, some of them have been cooking some of their food. 99.9% of the time, all of them were cooking none of their food. That's as best as I understand the numbers. I know there's other ways of looking at the world, but according to anthropological sciences, this is the way they say it works out. Ways of looking at